Hello YouTube. What's new? So what's new with me? I am getting ready for Christmas and I'm talking kind of to the president of Barbary. Something came up, so I still have to get things to him, but that's happening. I'm still not going to take the bar exam in February. I really need the break. I'll be looking for a job after Christmas. That's what's new with me. What's this video about? What's the deal with this setup? You'll find out about the setup when I do my Christmas video, because I am going to do a haul of my Christmas gifts. I already got some because my family had to do some stuff early because of the worldwide situation. So yeah, you'll find out why we're not in front of my window like normal and why I'm on my bed like in my very first videos. So yeah, what's this video gonna be about, Lauren? I'll tell you, it's gonna be about my dog. So, and dogs in law school in general, and if you should even get one. And I'm going to speak mostly to my experience, although I do know people who adopted a dog. I went and bought a dog. I know that's very controversial, but I will explain my reasoning. Hopefully you can understand it. But I will say, like, my experiences should be applied to dogs that are adopted as well. So I was gonna actually film myself preparing my dog's stocking, because all of his Christmas gifts are like to my left over here, and then I decided no, I'm not gonna do that. But I will tell you what I got him. So for those who don't know, and I'll link his Instagram below because he does have his own Instagram. My dog is a dachshund. He is named Bucky after Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, not the popular Texas road stop Buc-ee's, because I've gotten that confusion before. No, he's named after Captain America's best friend. If I ever got another dog, I would name him Stevie, because I need Captain America and Bucky. Or I'd name him Cap or Captain, because that's cute. Anyways, moving on. So what did I get my dog? So I got him a nylabone because he really likes to chew. I got him a rope toy. And I also got him this little orange carrot that is in a very similar shape to a toy that he used to have that he broke this week on, that we called his dinner bell. And it, like, the reason why I say we call it his dinner bell is because it was in the shape of a bell. I think it used to be a fish. But we call it the dinner bell because every time we would feed him, he would squeak the toy until you brought the food in. So we called it his dinner bell, and it was really cute. So I got him kind of a replacement, and then I got him some of his favorite treats. And that's what I got him for Christmas. My mom also got him a toy. But this is stuff that is going to go in his stocking, which is one of those two. When I wasn't at my parents' house, the two stockings behind me, not the penguin one, but the two behind me, were our stockings in my house. So, moving on. Should you get a dog in law school? That's the question that I intend to answer, and I'm going to preface this video by saying it's going to be all over the place because my thoughts on this are all over the place. I've sat down and tried to plan this video out before and it didn't work. I've also tried to film this video before and it didn't work. So, should you get a dog in law school? I would say it really depends on you. Honestly though, no. I don't think you should get a dog in law school. I know a lot of people did. I did. I will say, without a doubt, do not get one when you're a 1L. Dogs, whether you adopt them or you buy them, whether they are a puppy or older, need a lot of attention and work, especially when you're trying to build a bond. You don't have the time when you're a 1L to do that. I know people who bought dogs and they got dogs when they were 1Ls, and they would be going home in between every single class. I don't suggest that. And granted, in today's time where most of the classes are online, it might be different. However, I still wouldn't suggest it. You should be focused on schoolwork during the school day. So I would not suggest you get one as a 1L because you don't have time to split your time that evenly. Even if you get it during a break, still wouldn't suggest it. When would I suggest the optimal time to get a dog? Honestly, I think when I got mine was a very perfect time. I got him at the beginning of Christmas break, my 2L year. And I say beginning, I mean I got him in the middle of it. I got him like 2 days before New Year's Eve, which ran into some problems when I realized I needed a vet that was open on New Year's. Because one of the requirements when we got him was we take him to a vet within 3 days. And not many vets are open, but luckily the vet that I chose was open, and it's a great vet, and I've been going there ever since. So yeah, should you get it? So why do I suggest then and not during 1L year? Well, when it's your Christmas break of your 2L year, it's kind of your last like break where you're not working really, and you can work, but it's kind of your last one where you're just like not having to do anything, and so you can put all the focus you need to on a dog. I spent like 3 weeks just me and my dog, and it was really important because my dog was also older when I got him. He was like 3 months old, so that time to bond with him was super important because he had already kind of formed a bond with where we got him from. So I had to like, not only did I have to like kind of get him away from that, but I had to make sure he bonded with me, and he very much did. He listens very well to me. He listens okay to my parents. He's a pretty obedient dog. He knows his commands and stuff, but those 3 weeks were really formative in forming a bond between me and him. He's very connected with me, and I'm very happy about that. But I wouldn't have been able to do that if I got him like during the middle of the year. I will say I did intend to get a dog the summer between my 1L year and my 2L year, and that just didn't happen. I should have been able to do it. I had the time. I just didn't. Also, one of my fears with doing that was, if you have been watching any of my videos, you will know that I went to London, England, between my 1L and 2L years for 6 weeks. That's a long time to not be with a brand new dog. So yeah, when it comes to like if you should get a dog later, you can. I mean, I don't think it's going to make any difference if you get it a 3L year. Honestly, I think a 3L year would be easier, especially your last semester. However, doing that, you have to think, oh, I'm starting to study for the bar exam. So that's why I say during a 2L year is really the best time, because during a 3L year, you're working. I know you typically have more time, at least I did, because I had fewer classes. But you also are studying for the bar as soon as you graduate, basically. So it's up in the air if you want to test that with your dog. I would not suggest it because it's very stressful. So I say no, you shouldn't get a dog during law school. That doesn't mean you can't, and that doesn't mean if you already have a dog, you should like ship it off to your parents. When it comes to owning a dog, like if you already own one, you know how to interact with it, you know everything, you know its stuff. But when it comes to getting one, you have to like kind of redo your whole routine. You have to have a routine to have a dog. And I will say part of the reason why I got Bucky when I did was I was very depressed. There were days where getting out of bed was not possible, and having Bucky there meant I had to get out of bed, because a dog has needs. They have to eat, they have to go for walks, and they have to go to the bathroom. So he definitely aided in my depression. I won't say he was a cure-all, because he definitely wasn't, but he definitely helped me, force me into a routine where I had to get up in the mornings, because a dog's gotta go when a dog's gotta go. That was funnier in my head. So yeah, when it comes to like and also when I got him, I had time to train him. I started training him pretty young. One of the first things I did was potty train him, which I'm very glad I did. He does not go in the house. I also crate trained him. What else did I do? I taught him basic commands, so he knows sit, he kind of knows stay, he knows come. The thing is with dachshunds is they're almost too low to the ground to really teach them anything else. Like, you can teach them shake, but because they're so low to the ground, you also have to be so low to the ground. So he doesn't really know shake. He does give kisses on command, which is so cute, and he only does it for me. But so I taught him a few very basic commands. I didn't take him to any school because the school that I was going to take him to was the PetSmart one, because I don't know where else to go. But they didn't have it like they used to. Like, it was random times during the week, and I was like, I cannot do this. It wasn't like one set time during the week, so keep that in mind if you're going to get a dog. If you adopt a dog, I would highly suggest that you adopt one that is already crate trained. Also, if you adopt a dog, I think one thing that people tend to not realize is dogs that you adopt still need that time to get used to you. And you gotta remember, you're going to be in law school. You're going to be leaving this dog during the day, and sometimes dogs that you adopt just aren't equipped to handle that. They have too much separation anxiety. One of my friends who adopted a dog, her dog had a separation anxiety, and it was a nightmare to deal with. She was dealing with chewed up crates. She was dealing with messes. Her dog was not good with her being away. So keep that in mind when you adopt a dog. They have their own set of things you have to deal with, where when you buy a dog, that also has your own set of things you have to deal with. Like, you have to train a puppy from the ground up. When it comes to dogs that you adopt, you don't know what you're going to get, so you have to be prepared to handle that, and they both cost money. So that's something else you have to prepare for if you are getting loans and stuff. If you want to get a dog, you need to budget that in, because they are more expensive. Most places have pet rents that you have to deal with. Usually they're not that expensive, but my place had a pet rent, so I had to make sure I had money for that each month. And then you have to key in the vet visits, key in all the food, key in all the toys, all that stuff. So you have to budget for a dog no matter what kind of dog you're getting. So yeah, I would say don't get one. If you're here for stories, which you probably are, I have a few stories of people who got dogs during law school, not including myself. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. Mine was very successful. One of my friends has a dog named after a Star Wars character that was very successful, but I also have a friend who got a dog who just was not doing well with her. She gave him to her parents, and the dog started doing really well. And it was the separation anxiety thing. Dogs can get that. Even new puppies, they can get separation anxiety. You have to be prepared for what your dog is going to throw at you, and you have to remember you're not going to be home all the time. That's why I say get it during break when you are home, so you can form that bond, but you can also begin to show what a normal day is going to be like for your dog. Also, train your dog. Don't just let it not be trained. If you get a dog during law school, it is a lot of work. I remember when I got mine, he was still pretty young, and the day before I went back to school, I had not an initiation, but an info session that I had to go to for the clinic that I was working in, and that was an all-day thing, and I was like, he has never been in his crate all day, and he is still a little tiny puppy. He still needs his bladder and stuff is still very small, and he cannot hold it that long. So I had my mom and her friend come during their lunch graciously, and they let him out. Speaking of dogs, also fun fact, my dog doesn't bark that often. So the ones you hear during the videos, like right now, actually that one is my dog. He's making a liar out of me. Typically it's my parents' dogs that are barking. And I wish he would stop. Is he gonna stop? Maybe. Anyways, so yeah, my dog, fun fact, my dog does not bark that often. When he does, I can tell. But typically if there's barking going on during my videos, it's my parents' dog, except for that one time, which makes me a liar. I promise, he doesn't bark that often. But yeah, you just gotta you gotta make sure, I forgot where I even was. Oh yeah, my mom and her friend came and let him out during lunch, and then I came and let him out. Yeah, you just gotta be prepared for anything your dog's gonna throw at you. Like the second day I owned Bucky when I was still trying to crate train him, he had a mess in his crate, and let me tell you, the year I got him, it was very cold. Like we were in like the 20s, and the day that he messed his crate, it was in the 20s. So my lovely little puppy, who was no bigger than this, got a bath when it was like 20 degrees, which isn't something that you want to do, but it happened. He learned very quickly. He never messed his crate again after that. He's only escaped his crate once, which to this day, we don't know how it happened, because the crate was locked and he was not in the crate. And this happened when I was doing my clinic thing. My mom came. Apparently he was under my bed and he had used the pee pads. So I was very glad that I trained him to use the pee pads. He doesn't need them anymore because he doesn't really go in the house at all, and he knows to ask to go outside. So, but yeah, we don't know how he got out of his crate because it was still locked. But you have to be prepared for that. So yeah, I know this video is all over the place, but I really just wanted to get something out, especially on the dog situation. With luck, you'll see what he looks like without having to go to his Instagram, because my thumbnail will probably be a picture of my dog. So yeah, I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning of the video. Well, that's most of my videos. I'm Lauren. I'm the girl who is putting her journey trying to pass the bar exam out on the internet for the world to see, because it's not talked about enough. These videos that I make are to educate people going to law school, people in law school, and people out of law school, about the stigma of the bar exam and why it's bad, why failing isn't as bad as people think it is, even though it seems like it is. Trust me, I know. And then I have just videos that I like. So if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment below and tell me what kind of videos you want to see, and like the video, get this video pushed through. I have bar exam videos if you want to see those. My last video was about Barbary and Themis, which is the one that the Barbary president watched. So when I got the email from him when he said he watched it, and I was like, oh Lord, because my review of Barbary was not the greatest, especially my initial review of Barbary. So I was like, at least he's wanting to listen. I can't say that the same for Themis. Anyways, so that's all I got for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, year, and I will see you later. Bye!